Hi everyone, it's me, Cynthia, and I am a master EFT practitioner, and I am here to do a tap along. And some of you already know me, and some of you don't, but I have not done a video in a while, and I need to get back into it. Last week was very challenging for me. I really do a lot on my part to stay centered and focused and not get caught up in current events and everything that's going on. But with the way of the world, the way it is now, it's difficult, and it's also to some degree irresponsible for me not to do check-ins. However, last week I got so involved in the news, and not any particular news. I'm the type of person that likes to watch all different types of news and get a little bit from each one and do my own research. But I got caught up in it, and I felt some triggers with so many things going on, and so many of my brothers and sisters from all over the world, just thinking about them and thinking about my family, and just everything, nature. So I found myself, because I got caught up into the news and the events and all of the traumatic and horrific things that are going on in the world. I found myself getting lost, and and I wasn't grounded, and I lost my footing, and panic took over, and I felt my anxiety, you know, um, progressing. And so I had to take a step back, take a deep breath, and like assess the situation. And that's the thing about tapping is that you can do this at any time, anywhere, any place, and get back grounded and centered and have your clarity and calmness. And then you can make, rational, mature, and and not be so combative and reactive. So and the only reason why I'm sharing this is because this is an experience that I had to go through last week. um, and I found myself frustrated because I see all the different sides, and I try to be straight down the middle on almost all issues. I really listen and focus on what everyone's saying. I listen to the facts, and I really pay attention and really focus on what everyone is saying. So when you do that, you kind of like have an open mind. And so I have been having such an open mind with so many things, but I found myself getting caught up in other people's opinions and what the news wanted, their narratives, and then the narratives on the internet. And it was just so overwhelming. And I know for me, the only thing I can do in this moment, is when I feel hopeless and I feel powerless, I need to focus more about coming within. So let's just do, like a grounding, and coming back to ourselves, and receiving that clarity and that information that we need to be that channel for. But we can't be that way when we're all caught up in what's going on outside of us and everyone's opinions and beliefs. So let's get started. So real quickly, we do the rating system. So between 1 and 10, it's called the suds. Pick out a number and keep it in your mind, so you can compare the number at the end. And 10 being the most like angry, frustrated, feeling hopelessness, guilty, whatever it is that you may not be struggling with anything that's going on in the world. You may be struggling with other things that are going on in your life that you're more focused on. Maybe it's a health crisis. I've been going through one myself, but there are people around me who are going through much more, extreme, serious illnesses and situations. So, that keeps me in perspective and in gratitude, because my injury was so, not much to worry about compared to a lot of things that are going on in the world. But it doesn't matter. Your pain is your pain, and the next person's pain is their pain. But whatever it is that you're struggling with right now, whether it's relationship, no matter what it is, work, career, money, whatever it is, think of the number between 1 and 10, 10 being the most extreme of how, inflated the anger is, or resentment, or sadness, or depression, um, and rate it between 1 and 10, and 0, of course, not having any emotion tied to any of it. Then why are you here? So, anyways, I am going to ask you to close your eyes and put your hand on your heart and think about the issue that's front and center of your life in this moment, today, in this moment, right now. So, whatever comes first, give it a number and pay attention to where you're feeling it. Are you feeling it in your chest? Are you feeling it in your stomach? Are you feeling it in your back? Maybe it's in your neck. Maybe you have like a migraine, or you have like, you know, it could be anything, but whatever it is, focus on it. Think about it. Take a nice big deep breath in, hold it, and exhale. And then hold on to that number in your mind. And just repeat after me. And if you feel extremely uncomfortable about saying and repeating anything that I am saying, you can tweak it a little bit. But my suggestion is, there is a method to this, and we have to like bring out the negative and how we feel and express how we feel. But you can tweak it a little bit. But you do want to, in the beginning, express how you feel, because we're processing the emotions that we're pushing down. So we really need to be honest about how we feel. So if you don't feel exactly the way what I'm sharing, that's totally fine. But express how you are feeling. So if it's angry, you can say, I'm angry. If you're sad, say, I am sad, and I'm mad, whatever it is. But it's important that we say it and that we process it. And it's more of a visceral process, and an energetic and the neurological process. So it's important that we do all of it. So, anyways, just repeat after me. And if you're around other people, you don't have to repeat. You can repeat in your head. But if you can, it's really good if you say it out loud. And then you could just follow along with wherever I'm, you know, making my taps. So I'm going to be hitting different tapping points. And so you can just follow along, and I might explain a little bit while I'm going along in the tapping. So here we go. Even though I am so, so frustrated right now, and I feel powerless, I love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I have this tension in my body and I can't seem to let it go, I love, accept, and forgive myself. Even though I'm embarrassed to share with all of you that I have resentment and anger that's stirring up inside of me, I love, accept, and forgive myself anyways. This anger, this frustration, I feel like I'm caught up in this wave of friction and anger and confusion all around me. I feel powerless. I feel like I'm drowning sometimes. I feel like I'm in a sea of confusion, a sea of chaos, complete chaos. This is the spleen meridian. For you ladies, it's right where the bra strap is. And you can tap like this. Complete confusion. It's a sea of confusion all around me. Everyone's bickering and yelling. Everybody's trying to be validated. So much confusion, so much frustration, so much sadness, so much anger. It makes me sad. And then here's the thalamus. So just tap here for a few minutes and feel what you're feeling and what I'm sharing. Don't hold back. If you feel it, let it come out. Let it bubble up and just be with it and be with this uncomfortable feeling of whatever it is that you're feeling. It's anger, if you feel heat and you're feeling like this sensation of hot, uncomfortable temperature, like just burning up, let it come up and let it flow through you. And then just keep tapping here and think about it. You know, think about that you're angry. Think about that maybe you want to be heard. Think about that you feel like someone hasn't been listening to you. Whatever it is, think about not agreeing with everyone. Think about disagreeing with someone you care about. Think about disagreeing with someone you love. Think about disagreeing with children in your family, children in your neighborhood. Think about what's going on outside of your country. Whatever it is, think about the international events. Think about how you want to share your feelings and how you are taking all of this and how lonely you feel or how angry you feel or how frustrated you feel. Feel it. Put your hand on your heart and take a nice big deep breath in. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, 1. All of this confusion. I wish that I could control it. I feel hopeless. I feel helpless. I feel scared. I see all the scarcity around me. And then it makes me feel scarcity. I feel scarcity. When I see all of the scarcity around me, it scares me. No matter what I do, I still am scared. I still have fear. I still have anger. I still want to be heard. I still want to be held. I just want somebody to listen to me, to hear me, to see me, to validate me, to agree with me, because I feel that I'm right. And I get frustrated when I see all of these people arguing and fighting. And I see it on both and all sides. And I feel powerless. I feel like I'm in the middle of a chaotic sea and I'm drowning and no one sees me. And I want to save everyone. And I want to save myself. And I'm just confused. And I'm just overwhelmed. And I just want to cry. And I just want to ball up in a corner. And I just want to cry. And I just want to be honest. And I just want to break down. And I just want to run away. And I just want to hide. And I just want to give up. And I don't like to admit it. And sometimes I feel so hopeless. And I'm scared to admit it. What are people going to think? I can't break down. I help people. How is that supposed to be? I'm the one that's supposed to help everyone. But what about me? What about me? So today, I take all of this anxiety and all of this resentment and all of this confusion, and I feel it. And I take it in. And then I exhale it out. And I ask the universe to take it, release it, and let it go. And let the energy flow within me and allow space for a healing energy and light, and open up all of the little corners in my body and release all of the stagnant energy, this energy of scarcity, this energy of fear, the energy of anger, resentment, confusion, frustration, sadness, loneliness, desperation, resentment, shame, guilt, fear. I release it. 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 And I cut all of the cords and all of the ties to any of these snapshots, files, stories of fear and scarcity. I cut the cords and I cut the ties. I cut all of the emotion that's holding me back and preventing me from moving forward, preventing me from joy, blocking me from happiness, blocking me from a sense of security and safety. I release it. I release it. I release all of that powerlessness, that resentment, that resistance to what is. I don't obsess. I choose to not obsess over things, whether I know are right or wrong in my own mindset, in my own beliefs, in my own perspective. I let it go. I let it go. I let go of the resistance. The more I resist, the more things persist. If I don't want them to persist, I have to learn not to resist. What I resist persists. I let go of the resistance. I fill myself up with health, vital, optimal health and abundance. Optimum health and abundance. Abundance in every area of my life. I'm letting go of all of these blocks to these events that are happening around me right now. I cut the ties. I don't have to be emotionally invested with these stories that don't belong to me. I can relate. I can have empathy. I can have compassion. But it doesn't have to destroy me. It doesn't have to break me down. I choose to take my power back. And whatever decisions I make, I believe in them wholeheartedly. I have faith in my decisions, and I know that my decisions are in the best for me and for my community and for the planet. I know that I have the power and the freedom to do whatever I need to do for myself. But I'm open. I'm open to other possibilities and other opportunities that may present themselves and give me a different perspective on how I see things. I'm open and I'm ready. And I accept the choices that I've made today and yesterday. And I have faith and wisdom on my side to know that I'm okay. I'm healthy. I'm strong. I'm in control. I am the captain. But if I need help, I ask for it. And if I need professional assistance when it comes to my health and wellness and welfare and my mental health, I have the resources and the support at my fingertips, literally, and all around me. I have a network. I choose to stay focused and not disconnect. I choose to connect, but not be emotionally entangled with all of these stories and these beliefs. I keep my energy flow open so I can receive abundance and the energy and the life force that I need to fill my cup so I can help others. Today, I let go. 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 And I let it flow. I let the energy flow. I release these blocks, these emotional blocks, these emotional ties to these narratives and these stories that don't belong to me and that are not a part of me. I release them. I cut them. I put them away. I shrink them down to little black and white pictures. I file them away. And if I ever need to look at them again, they're there just for reference. That's all. Just for reference. I don't need to get all tangled up in these stories and these events. They're not my stories. And the only way that I can be of service to others is to take care of me, to fill me up, to fill my cup to the rim. Once I fill my cup to the rim, then I can help you. I take my power back. I release and I let go. And this anger and this resentment and this sadness and this guilt and this shame and whatever it is that I'm feeling today, I let it go. I release it. I'm in my power. I'm stoic. I'm ready. I've come so far. I've worked so hard on myself. I know I have what it takes. And I have all of the support. And I have everything I need. And everything I need is within me and is within you. And together, we can do anything. And together, we can do anything. You take care of you, and I take care of me. I take care of me, and you take care of you. Fill your cup, I fill my cup. 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 I let go. I let go of this sadness. I let go of this anger. I let go of this resentment. I let go of this guilt. I let go of this shame. I let go of this desperation. I let go of this scarcity. I let go of this hopelessness. I let go of this fear. I let go of these blocks. I let go of not being able to control things. I let go of the fear of letting go. I let go of the fear of not having control. I let go of scarcity. I let go of anger. I let go of fear. I release it. I release it. I see things more clearly now. I'm not getting swept up. I am in charge. I am the captain. I am the leader. I am in charge. I am in charge of this vessel. I am in charge of this vessel. I let go. And I fill myself up with abundance and love and wisdom and enthusiasm and excitement and patience and forgiveness, and especially forgiveness for those who have harmed me, those who I'm irritated with, those who don't know me and I'm irritated with. I forgive, and I forgive myself. I forgive myself. I forgive myself for all of those emotions and feelings. I let them go. I let them go. They don't serve me anymore. So hopefully your number has went down, but if it hasn't, it may be stirred up again and it may be higher. It could be. It can happen, especially if you have a lot of stuff going on and you have a lot of stuff that you still haven't processed or worked through in the past couple of weeks or a month or years. So just keep tapping, tap, 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 tap. Express how you feel, say how you feel, give yourself that love. Um, express how you feel to yourself. You don't have to express it to anyone else, but you can express it to yourself. And when you're doing it, just keep tapping, tap the different points. I have plenty of videos on this, my YouTube channel. And I have a ton of tap alongs, and I'll keep posting. But if you just keep tapping, and then just make sure that you end your your rounds with more empowering, uplifting, new beliefs and words that are going to fill your cup up and make you feel all warm and fuzzy inside and give you more clarity and focus and calm your nerves and calm your nervous system down so you can relax and make the correct decisions that you need to make for yourself today, or just to be, and to be more forgiving and loving and patient with yourself, because we're all going through something that we haven't gone through before, and we're all doing it together, and we're processing and we're triggered, and we're all in this together. We need to be more loving to ourselves first. We have to practice this love, acceptance, and forgiveness for ourselves first. And then we can do that for others. And then we can help others. But we have to help ourselves first. And the first thing we need to do is to be able to process how we are feeling and understand how we're feeling and be accepting of how we're feeling. And that starts with tapping. It's the best, easy, most efficient, effective way to get it done and get you feeling better and on track for your day. That's why I made the name, I call it Everyday EFT with Cynthia. So I hope you subscribe to my channel and click on that little bell so you can get notified every time I upload a video. And I have many more videos to come. I have guests, and I have a podcast with my closest friend and project partner, Pocky. So we have lots of awesome, beautiful, wonderful videos coming, and podcast interviews coming in the fall. So stay tuned. And until next time, just keep tapping and know that you are loved, and that I see you and I hear you and I feel you and I validate you. Just keep tapping. Until next time.